We're no strangers to a property conundrum.
We have one bathroom. I have to get up at the crack of dawn.
The only thing I like about the house is the front room.
Across Britain, many of us are living in properties not built for the challenges of modern life.
But now, more than ever, we need our homes to work hard for us.
The kitchen is useless.
We're just zoned. We're just all separate. It's not good enough.
Yes, our homes need to be more than just the place we live in.
They're where we work, play, socialise, and even exercise.
I very much want to bring the garden into the house. I want our friends to come round and be wowed by it.
So we're looking back at our most brilliant builds.
Are you impressed?
I am mighty impressed.
Where I help couples tackle renovations of all shapes and sizes.
To show homeowners across the UK and you how to make the most of the space you have. Oh!
Look at that.
It's rather good, isn't it? Wow.
All in the name of resolving that famous dilemma.
Are you going to love it?
Or list it. Yes, when it comes to renovations, we always have a solution.
We?
I'd like to lend a hand now and again.
Today, we're making the case for storage space as we look back on two families that were bursting at the seams.
Just for the record, it's not the child that's filled up the space. Yeah.
But after a love-it intervention
And it's not this plan.
and some judicious decision-making,
Is that a VHS player?
It is, yeah.
order was restored with space-saving transformations.
I've now got a laundry area, a gardening area, and Alan's got the whole of the garage.
And now we find out what happened next.
This is the forever home, I'm hoping. I'm not doing this again.
So would you say you are the queen of decluttering?
No, there is someone called Marie Kondo who has that actual title. I mean, she is regarded around the world as the queen.
I think you're the queen of decluttering.
Well, that's very kind, Phil. I do believe in it. Unless things are tidy and unless everything has a home, it's very difficult for life to function efficiently. You want to be able to come in, put your bag in a certain place, your coat in a certain place, your shoes in a certain place, your keys in a certain place, charge your phone in a certain place.
So what are the tips? Where do people start? You mentioned the hallway.
If you can have a room or a space which isn't immediately by the front door, that really helps. So understairs cupboards, you know, cupboard that's in the hall.
Yeah. Shoe cupboard on the wall.
Shoe cupboard,
that kind
yeah,
of thing.
yes, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also things like an allocated laundry space. That means that you can divide what is your kitchen stuff, your food and everything else, from the stuff which is in some cases more toxic and more dangerous.
Good storage is not expensive.
It's not expensive at all. It's not
cheap.
expensive.
But you do have to think it through.
And you have to be able to access it. It's not good storage if you can't access it.
Good point.
But also, when it comes to selling your house, it's a major thing, because if it looks cluttered, people will think it's smaller than it is.
For hospital worker Julie and ceramics painter Alan, their house in the city of Stoke just isn't big enough to accommodate a family of 4. They have 2 children, Katie, who's 22 and lives at home, and 20-year-old Tom, who is studying away at uni.
Tom is almost 6'2" and he's in a box room. And because of that, he said to me, he says, I don't come home that much, Mum, because my room's too small.
Yeah, the house at the moment doesn't fit us as 4 adults, I get that. But it can do easily with a little bit of imagination.
I think it might take more than imagination to convince Julie.
Kitchen doesn't work, the hall doesn't work, the garden doesn't work, the kids' bedrooms don't work. It's not really working.
Good luck with this one.
Don't be smug, Phil. You've got to impress her too.
Well, that's a good start, Phil. They've got a wide enough drive for you.
You brought your handbag in, meaning business today.
I do mean business today. I do.
Hello.
Hi, Phil. I'm Alan.
Hi, OK.
Thank you.
So you've got some debates going on.
A little bit. Little bit.
Time to get cracking.
Why do you love it?
Well, just different things, the openness of it, the peacefulness of outside, and we've always, in the end, compared what we've got to what we were actually potentially going to buy. and there's always been too many compromises. We've looked at dozens, probably 100 houses. I don't know.
Serious?
A lot of houses. And we've actually genuinely agreed on one house.
What are you hoping I could do
What are you hoping I could do?
to make you fall in love with this house?
It needs to be a lot bigger. I can't see it happening really because we've got a north-facing back garden and I love the sun. And I'll never get the sun coming in the kitchen.
And Julie, if you've been out as a couple and seen 100 houses, in your heart of hearts, do you feel what you want is out there? Is it realistic?
It's a struggle.
Within
it really
budget.
is a struggle.
Within
yeah.
budget.
Well, that's why I've called in you. That's why you're here.
Over to you, my friend. Over to you.
I'll admit this is not going to be easy, but you've got to somehow flip a house on its axis.
I've been known to move mountains before, but I think downstairs is already light and spacious. I need to see if the upstairs is as bad as Julie thinks it is. Or if it can be fixed with good storage, as I'm starting to suspect.
Well, that's ridiculous. You just need to get a proper wardrobe. There's loads of space in here. Actually, they're not bad size.
Not a bad size, well. It feels a little bit like she wants to move for moving's sake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that is literally just get a carpenter in, utilise.
You could build something in really nicely there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the really small bedroom.
Yeah, but it's not even that small, to be
It's
honest.
pretty small.
Yeah, it's a box room, but that's a proper length bed.
Tom's going to be leaving home not too soon. It doesn't actually look like he spends much time here.
No.
I think spending their 50 grand love-it budget trying to convince their children not to fly the nest is daft. Katie's room isn't even that small. All it needs is a bigger bed and better storage.
These rooms are much bigger than anyone's giving them credit for.
Yes, there are many ways to help your bedrooms grow with you. Rolling drawers or vacuum-packed bags under the bed, or open shelves above the bed help use up every inch of unused space. And an ottoman at the foot of the bed adds a touch of luxury as well as simple storage. It's not about making this house physically bigger, it's about making it feel bigger.
I have a cunning plan.
It's only going to use a small proportion of their original 50 grand budget. My first thought was to convert the garage into an extra bedroom for Tom and a separate utility space. But the more time I spend with Julie and Alan, the more I've realised that's not the solution. So I'm going to do something I've never done before.
This is the point at which I show you some plans.
Okay.
And it's not this plan. No. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Unlike my old plan, this new one will give a feeling of more space without blowing all their savings. In the garden, the Wendy house goes, freeing up the sunniest corner for sunbathing, while the garage gets a dedicated utility space and some proper storage. The front of the house will get a new render to improve its curb appeal, and upstairs just needs a simple revamp by adding built-in wardrobes and new double beds.
It's all cosmetic. This is all makeup.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need more than makeup because it's a good solid house. There's a possibility that something like this could get you to a more peaceful place. You need to be proud of this house.
Yes. Which...
You're not at the moment.
No.
You want to come home from work and you want to feel proud.
Yeah.
That's really what you want.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying about don't spend too much on it, because eventually we will move. I get that.
Oh.
I'm not going to make Alan cry as well.
Don't you get emotional?
That was a first. You ripping up your own plans.
It wasn't right. I could not look them in the eye and say spend 50 grand. It wouldn't have been the right thing to do.
But the solutions that you came up with for storage in the garage were really quite straightforward.
It was nothing. It was nothing. It was just a different pair of eyes. And that's why I say to people, you've all got tidy friends. We've all got tidy friends. If you're having a crisis of this kind and you can't get you and I to come round, ring your tidy friend and just say, look, I won't hold it against you. What do I need to do?
Our homes are increasingly valuable and every square foot needs to kind of be used. And so many people, as we see going around the country, are using a lot of their most valuable square footage with stuff that isn't used.
Used, exactly. Yeah.
Which is a shame.
No, clear it out.
Another couple whose family home was at breaking point were doctors Tom and Kathleen Mackey, who we met back in 2016. Their period terrace, just 10 minutes outside of Newcastle, was struggling to cope with the clutter that comes with a busy family life.
I think this house has become dysfunctional in how we use it. We're constantly shouting at each other through to the kids in the front room. It's just ridiculously noisy.
And with no real back garden in this inner city home, there's also no escape.
All right, all right.
And I think it's time as a family that we just moved on, had a bit more space.
In fact, sports mad Tom has taken over much of the house as well, with his 4 boats, 5 canoes and 5 bikes.
Tom's hobbies do encroach onto our living space quite a lot.
With nowhere for Tom or the girls to play, his solution is a bigger house in the country. But city girl Kathleen insists she's already living in her forever home.
It's a bit like my nest. I've had my chicks here. I can sit and look at a hat.
I think even if we stay, it will only work for so long.
Well, we'd have to invest again and again. So maybe go maybe go up into the loft.
After 4 years of arguing about loving versus listing and city versus country,
Life's a compromise.
It is.
Life
It is.
is a compromise.
Tom, Kathleen and the girls are pinning all hope of peace on us.
I don't think you have to park on the pavement, Phil.
Well, I've got quite a big car, you know.
She loves me, really.
Stand back, you don't want to be in their face. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Phil.
Nice to meet you, Tom.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Morning, Kathleen.
Hi.
Do you want to come in?
Oh,
Love
you're
to.
very kind,
Thank you. See what it's all about.
there's bucket loads of potential underneath all of Tom's clutter. It's just crying out for the magic touch.
This was never going to be my sort of final resting place. And I sort of moved in as a stopgap, didn't we?
No.
I sort of moved in as a stopgap, didn't we? I think that tells the story.
And then we had one child and sort of filled up the space. And then we sort of...
Just for the record, it's not the child that's filled up the space.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not.
Definitely not. 5 seconds in this house has told me that.
As Madam and I take the tour...
It's a very nice house.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear storage is a big issue in this house. And while I can solve that problem by encouraging the Mackeys to move...
This really is a dumping ground. Goodness me.
Kirsty's already making plans with her infamous sledgehammer.
Oh, I love that sound.
That sounded hollow.
Yeah. That is music to my ears, Phil.
While Tom and Kathleen are working to a tight budget of £20,000, I may be able to solve many a problem by turning their formal dining room into a kitchen diner.
Straight away, first 11 seconds, gut instinct. Wall comes down. So this is one big, beautiful kitchen diner sitting room, fantastic.
All straight the way through.
Communal living, straight the way through. And at the back, masses and masses and masses of storage.
Well, you've made a good start on the storage front, Allsop. But walk through the courtyard that's no good for the girls to play in, and you'll arrive at the motherlode.
Goodness me. There is a hell of a lot of stuff in here. Games and toys and sails and lawnmowers and goodness knows what else.
Oh yes, it's the reason 30% of us Brits move house in the first place. The need for more space.
Maybe so, Phil, but despite Tom's best efforts, this house actually has loads of room.
It's looking good. Needs a bit of a spruce up, but it's looking good. And will remain reasonably unchanged by the KMA plan. The rest of the house, on the other hand... Ha ha ha. He's a nice man, Phil, but he's really not in charge of getting the kids to school, sorting everything out. So he's no good to you.
So, brace yourself.
I'm intrigued. Right. Oh.
While this house has plenty of space, the rooms just don't work for a young family. But rather than knock down a few walls as I first thought, I've come up with an even cleverer solution. And that's transforming their unused dining room into a sophisticated kitchen diner. As for the existing kitchen, that's being divided in two, giving Erin and Emily their own playroom out of the way of Mum and Dad, and it will have direct access to the courtyard. Meanwhile, the other half will be transformed into a storage-filled utility room with its own entrance from the garage.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's completely...
Never.
Yeah.
It's ticking a lot of boxes that we want ticking.
And this does not cost you any more than £20,000.
No, it's brilliant.
Kind of thinking, damn, Kirsty's good.
Phil's dead in the water.
Things are looking good for Team Love It here. In Stoke, my mini-cost but mega storage plan for Julie and Alan is kicking off. The Wendy house is gone, the paint's going on, and the declutter has started.
We're doing everything she said, taking her advice on board. It's going to look lovely for someone else.
I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. Julie and Alan have been great at getting rid downstairs, but upstairs they've been struggling with storage, which is where I come in.
What we are going to do is a bit dramatic, but we're going to do it today.
I've asked Julie and Alan to gather up all their clothes from upstairs and put them on one big rail so we can see exactly how much space they need in their new wardrobe.
Julie, you cannot put things on inside out.
Oh, I do?
Really? Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, in case they get dusty. Because they might be in there a while.
Well, if a piece of clothing has been in the cupboard so long it has actually gathered dust,
I know.
there's an argument that you're never going to wear it again.
And Julie's not alone. A recent survey revealed that up to 73% of clothes in UK wardrobes haven't been worn in the previous 12 months. I say if you haven't worn it for a year, get it down to the charity shop.
If you put everything on the same kind of super narrow hanger, you're maximising your space.
And now we know how much space their clothes take up, we can use that as a guide to configure the inside of their new fitted wardrobes.
So basically, if we had this wardrobe was one rail across the whole of the top, a second rail halfway, and then the second half of the bottom is shelves.
Yeah, good idea.
The next issue I want to address is in the garden. Despite the old shed being ripped down quite early on, there's still no sign of the sunroom I recommended.
It's properly sunny, this garden. So what this has to be is a home from home. And finding the right thing on budget, which Julie likes, which she can develop a real fondness for. Because if they're going to stay, she's got to love it.
To give them inspiration for the alfresco sitting room I suggested, and with a £2,000 spending limit, it's time for a Team Love It field trip.
So what we've got here, guys, is a selection of garden rooms and pergolas and stuff, just for you to have a look at.
Something to think about when choosing a garden structure is what function you want it to perform. An open space for entertaining, a more secluded private area, or something more flexible.
Oh, I like this.
A pergola is a stylish way to create a defined space for outside entertainment, with a variety of colours and materials to consider, plus the option of fixed roofs and retractable ones. You can create a bespoke space suited to your needs.
Pretend the house is there, OK? Yeah. The sun is here, isn't it?
Here,
That's
in the
it.
evening,
Yeah, it's dropping down there.
So if you have an open-sided one like this, then you're maximising the sun. I think this has been a breakthrough. They both love the idea of this winter and summer garden room. So fingers crossed, Phil is not going to have the easy ride he first assumed.
In Newcastle, inspired by my master plan to put an end to the clutter once and for all, the Mackies have moved out and the builders have moved in.
Hey.
Wow. That's changed a bit, hasn't it?
I know. Now we can visualise it though, can't we? And we can work out where we're going to put things, which would be great.
What was a slightly dysfunctional kitchen has all but vanished. In its place, the humble beginnings of a playroom for the girls and the brand new utility room, complete with its own entrance.
Happy?
I'm excited. Yeah. It's all happening.
It is.
It certainly is, and I'm only just getting started.
No one's going to move from one of these houses. I mean, look, these Victorian structures are spectacular. But I'm thrilled that they've moved out, because it might be that I can get in and shuck out.
Now, just 10 days into their 6-week build, already my grand designs are taking shape. What was a dumping ground for both Tom and Kathleen is now well on its way to being a fabulous kitchen diner. But what's really going to change the way the family lives is dividing their former kitchen into 2 brand new rooms.
The playroom is a fantastic size, and the utility room is going to have an enormous amount of storage.
The second most common use for a spare room in the UK is storing junk. I was hoping they'd have this sorted before they moved out.
You can make it look perfect, but you have to get people to practice what you preach.
After all, this really isn't the kind of storage solution I had in mind.
I'm sure that is not good for that bed.
It's not that good for the kayak either, but...
Maybe so, but I'm more concerned all this clutter will sabotage what we're trying to achieve here.
You never want to go searching for something and have to forage through 50 things you don't use, don't want, don't need in order to find the one thing you do need. I mean, I know... Is that a VHS player?
Oh.
It is, yeah.
Does that bring back memories?
That, along with Tom's almost endless collection of sports paraphernalia,
And I say, how many more water bottles have you got?
is most definitely past its use-by date.
I genuinely believe that it might be a good idea to get a skip. Find 2 days off when you're both off on the same day. Send the girls to one of your parents, and then the chuck out is going to be life-changing.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt clearing the clutter will go a long way to addressing Tom's issues with the house, especially once my plan comes together and all that extra space is revealed. In Stoke, my small but effective plan to make cosmetic changes and utilise space for storage was underway. So it was Phil's turn to get to work and convince Julie and Alan that the best solution was a new home. He had a budget of 315 grand to find them a house with a sunny garden, at least 3 good-sized bedrooms, a large kitchen, and the curb appeal that Julie felt was missing from their own home. His first offering was a 3-bed property in the town of Stone with a double garage and a jaw-dropping garden.
Still over the top, but it's good, it works.
10 grand over budget at £325,000, Alan and Julie just didn't think the upstairs was worth the financial stretch.
There's no high ceilings. There's no character. It's not really what we're looking for that price.
Moving on, Phil pushed the search area by taking Alan and Julie 18 miles north to the Cheshire town of Congleton. Here he was able to show them a modern 4-bed house with countryside views, more than 15 grand under budget. But the layout, spread out over 3 floors, didn't give Alan the space he desired.
Yeah, it's OK, it's not blowing me away. This might feel a bit small for us.
With Alan and Julie both keen to find a house with lots of living space, character and a sunny garden, Phil brought them closer to home with a pretty detached house in the town of Dresden, just a 15-mile drive from Julie's work. But it wasn't just the easy commute that scored points for Phil here.
Alan loves it here, don't you?
I drink in that
That's
pub.
his favourite pub.
How about that?
Did you hear that, Kirstles? Alan's favourite pub.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, come on.
I think we're on a winner.
Come on, let's get inside.
Yeah.
It's at the very top of their budget, costing £315,000, but offers 4 bedrooms, a beautiful and bright kitchen diner, as well as 2 good-sized living rooms, all packed with character, and the southwest-facing gardens not so shabby either.
Big entrance hallway, parquet flooring, ceiling height, cornice. I mean, shall I go on?
We've looked for these houses.
This is amazing.
See, this is why I kept saying no, because I knew one would crop up.
Alan's worried, and he should be, because it only gets better.
So the front of the house was lovely. This, I think, is where it gets really exciting.
Yeah, it's a big space. Oh, this is stunning, Phil.
So you wanted character, but you wanted light.
Yeah.
You wanted curb appeal, but you wanted a kind of open way of living.
open plan living.
I thought of it all, Alan. You know, I do try and look after you.
Has it got a garden?
Let's have a look. Follow me.
I was hoping you'd say no.
And then through the bifold doors.
Gosh.
To your south-facing garden.
Oh, is
And this
it?
is a real sun trap.
Oh. No, this is great. And it's got parking as well.
Yeah.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Well, after 10 years of debate, it can't be as simple as that.
This house is amazing. I didn't think you'd find a house like this within our budget.
This is a very good house.
Yeah,
and I can't
it's
fault
brilliant.
it.
I don't think I can top that viewing. But you know what? I also don't think I have to, because I reckon Alan is now in Team Listed. Whatever Kirsty does to their house, it ain't going to match up to that.
Don't underestimate me, Phil. My plan may have used only a fraction of their budget, but the impact will be huge.
Ooh, that's a bit different. That's very different. I've got to say, it's like arriving in a completely different house.
Well, that was the purpose, really, that Julie should come home and feel that she wanted to be home.
What was once a plain-looking 70s house devoid of character has been rejuvenated with a modern render and a brand new step, packing it full of curb appeal, all for just over £3,000.
Hello.
Oh, she goes.
I didn't see that dress when we went through your wardrobe.
No, it's new.
She's been shopping and all the money you saved her.
Got the sunshine.
See you again, mate.
And you?
The new look at the front is a step in the right direction for Team Loveit, but it doesn't stop there. Upstairs has been transformed to feel larger, brighter and more welcoming. Starting in Tom's room with a lick of paint and a reconfiguration, it's become a much more welcoming retreat from university. Katie's room used to seem like a small single, which didn't work for her staying at home, but it's now transformed to sport a double bed and a proper wardrobe.
And our room.
Julie, look at this.
It does look nice.
That's lovely.
Really looks nice.
Following my advice, Alan and Julie's bedroom has been transformed with a bold new paint colour and is now home to a fully fitted wardrobe that cost just under £1,000, keeping all their clothes in order.
As you may have noticed, Phil, there's a new wardrobe in here and 2 new wardrobes in the 2 other bedrooms. But that's not all when it comes to storage in this house.
What have you done? Dug a trench?
Not a trench, just £210 spent on some clever shelving and a mass clutter exodus, which has revealed a practical and usable garage.
You've got room to spread out now.
Yeah. Well, I've now got a laundry area, a gardening area, and Alan's got the whole of the garage for all his tools and bits.
Once you have a big tidy up and a declutter, life just gets easier.
It definitely does, yeah.
But there's more to see, Phil, because dun-da-da!
Oh, the north-facing garden.
Get your sunnies. Get your sunnies. Oh, look at this.
Yes.
By replacing the old shed with a stylish pergola and some seating, all costing just over £1,000, they've transformed an unused space into a haven for sun worshipper Julie. And to finish it off, I'm pleased to see they've also replaced the tired garage door with a beautiful barn-style wooden one.
Seen the sign that Julie's added to at the back there? It used to just be love.
It used to say love.
And now it's love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about list it? Julie, you're letting me down. Oh, dear.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
We better sit down and have this
You're
chat
all right.
and get it out of the way.
Oh, Phil, don't worry. You'll soon be put out of your misery. But just one last thing. This whole project cost just over 11 grand. That's a whopping 39 grand under budget.
Have you made a decision on what to do? Have you made the same decision?
I'll let Julie make the decision completely. Completely.
After... I think Alan spent too much time painting this house.
No, I've just got it right. We're going to list it.
You're going to list it?
We're going to list it.
You're going to list it?
Because that's, yeah, we're going to live in it for a while, enjoy it,
Oh, OK.
and we're going to list it. That's what we're going to do. Because that's the right thing to do, isn't it?
Well, I want to, yeah, but I don't want to if you don't want to.
Well, I do, because that's what we both should do.
OK.
It's the right thing to do.
I have...
Arise, Sir Alan.
Alan, you have done everything you can with good grace and energy and a good heart to make Julie love this house. But she hasn't loved it for a long time, and what you're doing is an act of love, and it's very impressive. You've made the crew cry, you're going to make me cry.
I mean, it's been emotional. It has, you know, it's just a house, but it's our home.
Yeah, it's been a happy home for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not crying.
No, of course you're not crying, Alan.
I'm all right
Of
with it.
course you're not crying.
I made the decision.
Absolutely.
I think we raise a cup of tea to Alan and Julie and the family.
And all the hard work.
Yeah, well done. I think we both got very fond memories of being with Julie and Alan, and that whole episode. It was a lovely experience.
I love Stoke. I love Julie and Alan. I think they're great. It was so nice to see two people so dedicated to each other and making each other happy.
That is often one of the challenges, is that people are trying to make the other one happy and not...
Yeah.
Doesn't... You know, someone's got to make a decision.
So they did sell, and they bought a new house.
Nice house.
Lovely, lovely, lovely house, which I've seen.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that however convinced you are that you're going to move, making your house as sharp as possible for the sale is never a bad thing.
But it certainly worked for Julie and Alan.
Yeah.
In Newcastle, I still had my hands full with a renovation that promised to solve the many storage issues facing doctors Kathleen and Tom.
I'm excited. Yeah. It's all happening.
But with sports mad Tom still harbouring a dream to up sticks to the country,
There is a hell of a lot of stuff in here.
it was Phil's turn to play his best game and convince Kathleen it was time to move. With a budget of 375 grand, Phil had to find a house with 4 bedrooms, a garden, and a large kitchen, plus lots of storage and living space. His first property took them to the seaside town of Whitley Bay. This 4-bed house, priced just under budget, looked promising at first glance.
Not far to work. You're doing okay.
Yeah,
You're doing
ticking all the boxes,
okay.
yeah.
But inside, the layout left more to be desired.
It's not the open plan that we were hoping for.
Moving on, and 30 minutes further north, Phil's next property was in the town of Morpeth. He hoped to sway both Kathleen and Tom with a 4-bed character home set in a converted farm that offered plenty of storage, a garden, and countryside views. Bang on budget at 375 grand, this house gave Tom the lifestyle he wanted, but raised some concerns for Kathleen.
I think it's you that really wants a different lifestyle, though. Not necessarily me. I don't know about the girls, but yeah, so that's the difficulty we're going to have.
So, with the search area reined in to keep Kathleen closer to the city, Phil made another beeline for Whitley Bay. This time with a home that would surely solve all their storage problems once and for all.
Now, it's with confidence that I say this house can accommodate even Tom's storage needs.
Garage just for stuff. Don't worry about the boats.
That's right.
Don't worry about the boats.
Okay.
As here we have more space than you can shake 5 canoes at.
That
More stuff.
is the boat shed.
Yeah.
Long and thin, built with purpose in mind.
It's a canoe shed. That's brilliant.
That's Tom happy. Now for the rest of the family.
This is the garden, the walled private garden. But this, come on.
Oh, no.
This
Even yellow.
is the open plan living that you can never create at home. This is, I walked in here and went,
It's not funny. Oh, gosh.
Ha! Dr. Kathleen can't diagnose a problem. The decor does need a little freshening up, but a few coats of paint's a small price to pay for both open-plan living and a separate space for the grown-ups.
Are you ready for some more?
Yes,
It
definitely.
only gets better. Are you sure? you might regret that.
Head upstairs and you'll find 4 large bedrooms, as requested. But wait, there's also an attic conversion, something I know Kathleen's keen to do at home. Average cost upwards of 20 grand. And this one even boasts an ensuite.
So this is the 5th bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
And as for price, this 5-bed character home is on the market for a negotiable £395,000.
I think that is the best on the market.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
And I think it would be extremely difficult to replicate that and find somewhere else with the open plan and with the 5th bedroom. I'm not saying buy it, I'm not saying it's the right thing, but have a careful think about it.
Food for thought, certainly.
No, we will. We'll think about it carefully. Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Sorry, I've got something cough. List it. List it. It keeps coming back. I don't know. I can't get rid of it.
Oh, Phil, you've tried your best, but they're not going anywhere, and you'll realise why when you see the results of my renovation.
I'd say of all of the couples that we've worked with,
Yep. Oh, big statement coming
well,
here.
Kathleen
Bracing
and Tom,
myself.
they do seem really a long way apart from one another. There just seems to be no common ground.
The biggest division being country versus city.
Or in the case of the build, Kathleen versus Tom's clutter.
Now the builders are gone and the families move back in, well, it's time to settle the debate once and for all.
What have you done to this house, Kirsty?
What haven't I done? That's the question. What haven't I done?
We haven't made the garden any bigger, that's for sure.
I know. Well, that's true. Well, that wouldn't be possible. Oh, I need to blow my nose.
Oi!
How are you?
How are you doing, Phil?
Actually, Phil, you'll probably need that hanky. Because while this house used to make Tom and Kathleen's already hectic lives even more stressful, now I've completely revolutionised the layout. Remember the dining room that was drowning under the mountain of clutter and Tom's sports equipment? It's been utterly transformed into a sophisticated kitchen diner.
Go on, Phil.
Went to this old dining room. Oh, my goodness me.
What's more, finally, the most important room of the house is at its very centre.
No longer a dining room.
Very different, isn't
It's very, very different.
This room has in it utensils for preparing food, end of, and food itself.
But the revolution doesn't end here. The ground floor now also boasts its own loo. And what was one very dark, dated kitchen is now 2 rooms. The first, a dedicated playroom for daughters Erin and Emily, with storage that not only keeps the toy collection under control, it also multitasks.
Oh, look at all that paint. Everything is all that, all the games, everything.
Tom, it's all neat and tidy and everything.
I haven't had a chance to play with any of them yet.
What's more, brand new French doors flood the room with light. And while I couldn't quite give Tom his garden, I have made sure the courtyard now lives up to its potential. My next innovation, tackling Tom's sports gear that was scattered throughout the house. Now, the other half of the old kitchen is the family's first defence in the war against clutter. A brand new utility room.
All of the rooms have been great, but this one will transform the way you live your life.
In other words, the Mackies now have the perfect family home.
But have we succeeded in resolving an argument that's been dragging on for 4 years?
Does this house function better now than it did?
Yes. I loved it to start with, the house, and I love it even more now all the changes have taken place.
It's undeniable this house is a lot better than it was when you two first came here.
So, are you going to love it?
Or listed?
Do I love this house? I think the answer is no. However, it is a lot better than it was. I think we've had a lot of angst about what to decide to do.
So even last night we were debating about what do we do, what decision do we come to?
But you hand on heart, you do not want to move out of town. We're gonna love it.
Yeah, I knew you would. I know when I'm beaten.
You've had to make a lot of compromises, though, to stay here, haven't you? Mm-hmm. So I do love you for that. I appreciate it. And you'll get your dream house in a few years, probably.
I hope they've got that on film.
And Tom didn't have to wait too long for that dream home. As 3 years after their decision to love it, they listed and bought a new house just 3 miles down the road in the suburb of Kenton Bankford. In 2019, only 4 weeks after moving in, Phil popped along to see how they were getting on.
It's vast. How absolutely wonderful. Who's going to do the gardening?
Ride on lawnmower.
So you bought the house, immediately bought a big boat to go outside it, and immediately bought a big lawnmower to go in the garden.
He's living the dream.
But 18 months since then, and with their bags unpacked, this family of 4 have been spreading out across this vast space, along with some familiar items.
There's just as much of it, isn't there?
Oh, it's just
as many bikes, canoes, boats, if not more.
That's well.
Oh, Tom. Well, at least this time it doesn't intrude on the living space, thanks to a double garage. And it's not just Tom benefiting from the extra room.
The girls got a bedroom each.
Oh, yes. Very pleased with their own bedrooms. It has made them very happy.
As did the arrival of Tufty, the dog.
He's lush, isn't he?
He is good. He is good.
And thank goodness we've got the garden. You know, it would have been very difficult where we were to have a dog, especially with the long hours we work. But now, much more manageable, especially with the garden.
Well, the garden is something really special, and Kathleen and Tom want to make the most of this idyllic setting.
So the hope for this house is to change the downstairs layout to make a very nice open plan kitchen diner coming round to where we are now, looking out onto the garden.
Yes, there is a renovation on the horizon once again.
And we're talking about a lot more work this time round.
We're not that scared of actually just kind of going, well, why don't we just tear this down and expand this a little bit?
And Kathleen's serious about staying put.
This is the forever home, I'm hoping. I'm not doing this again. I'm not moving again. And as long as we can make this house work, I'll be really happy here.
You know what you did for them in the storage solution, particularly in that utility room, was you made it easy for them to live in the house and easy for them to store things in the right way.
It was all about hobbies with the Mackies. It was about the bikes, the boats, the beach.
I guess the Mackie's a classic example of quite outdoorsy people.
Yeah.
Outdoorsy people tend to have one hobby and then the next hobby and then the next hobby, and they've all got kit.
Your house should facilitate your life, not dominate it. It should make it easier to do all the things you want to do, not make it harder.
I popped back to see the new house. It's massive, huge. But he bought a massive, great boat to stick outside it.